Hi, welcome to Resilient Radiance, where we basically cover all the best practices for living radiantly as we age. So today we're going to be talking about one of the most telltale signs of aging, which concerns a lot of people. There's two characteristics that really stand out to really announce somebody's age, and that is gray hair and that is wrinkled skin. So today we're going to be talking about wrinkled skin and the best practice that you can do to preserve your skin as you age. It does not involve any kind of special cream, and it doesn't involve you changing your diet. How cool is that? However, it does involve you doing this daily and consistently throughout your lifetime. And if you haven't done it up to this point, you need to start today, now, for the rest of your life. I'm going to be sharing with you compelling evidence that the most aging factor of your skin, beyond probably anything else you can do, is sun exposure. Now, the reason I'm starting with this is because, number one, it's fairly easy to do, but number two, it's also fairly easy to prove. But number three, and probably most important, is that it's also pretty controversial, especially in the health food movement and even the raw vegan circle. Why? Well, it has to do with vitamin D, and there's a lot of proponents that talk about sunbathing being healing and about sun being important, exposure to the skin being highly important. And so there's a lot of people in the health movement who spend a lot of time out in the sun, and oftentimes it ends up backfiring and they don't age very well. Now, is there a possibility of avoiding the sun and getting health problems? Well, I don't think so, and I'm going to be sharing with you examples in today's video of people who are doing just fine health-wise, who avoid the sun and do not sunbathe. But you're going to see a dramatic difference in the way they age and the quality of their skin. Liu Yelin is a 49-year-old mother and has a 22-year-old son that many people mistaken as her boyfriend. She works out, she lifts weights, she's a model, and she runs. However, what is the secret to this 50-year-old ageless beauty? Well, you can tell in this photo that she's got a hat and sunglasses on. Aside from working out and eating well, this ageless beauty makes sure that she covers her face and slathers on sunblock when she is out in the sun. Qin Ling is another 50-year-old grandmother who also has got flawless, unwrinkled skin. You can see that both of these women are Chinese. And in the Chinese culture, they value white skin. And so they go to great lengths to protect their skin from the sun. It has to do with class distinctions. Those who have a suntan are believed to be poor because they are peasant farmers working out in the fields all day. So the Chinese go to great lengths to cover up their face and at times their entire body to be able to keep their skin as white as possible in order to give the impression that they are of an upper class. Class distinctions aside, some will even go so far to use what's called a face kini, which is like a ski mask that they will use when they go to swim in the ocean. Some even don full body suits to be able to protect their entire body so that they don't get any of the sun's rays. Now, it would be easy to mistake their youthful looks for just good genetics. So let's take a look at some identical twins and see how the sun has caused different aging rates. So you've got several twins here that are shown side by side. You can see that some have been in the sun a lot longer than others. Now, smoking plays a part, but sun damage is definitely cumulative, and you can see that it ages you very, very quickly. Now, again, you might chalk this up to just genetics or some other factor, But here's a photo of a truck driver. This is the same person, same genetics. But truck drivers often have the same side of their face exposed to the sun all day long. This man was a truck driver for 28 years, and take a look at what the sun coming through the window did to the skin on his exposed side of the face. So you can see that sun damage or protection plays a ginormous role in how we age. So there's several things that you can do. You don't have to go quite so far as a face kini. Here I am showing a very fashionable alternative if you're going to be going outside. And you can don hats, or you can even do an umbrella. Okay, so I've always been pretty fair-skinned, but I have done suntans when I was younger, so I do tan. I don't burn very easily, but because I am fair-complected, fortunately, I've been very careful about my sun exposure over the years, and even now more so after seeing the evidence that I just presented for you today. So there is definitely other things that we can be doing for our skin and the appearance, and I'm going to be talking about those in the next video. However, I wanted to start with this one because it is something that can be done by anybody. It's relatively easy to do, it's cheap, and it's something that nets you really great benefits. But like I said earlier, you're going to have to do it every single day. In fact, today I went for an hour-long walk out along the Boise River here. It's beautiful, it's a summer day, it's warm, and I had a navy umbrella that I had with me so that I could kind of bring my own shade. Now, there might be some people that might think that's weird, but I didn't get any weird looks. Nobody commented on it. In fact, in the past, whenever anybody has seen me do it, they just said, she's smart, she brought her own shade. In fact, I think somebody said that to me in Hawaii when I was touring the lava bed. So, you know, don't worry about how it looks to other people, because at the end of the day, this is not just about cosmetic, because there is a skin cancer risk involved, and Idaho, especially where I live, has got one of the highest skin cancer rates in the country, believe it or not. And there's a lot of different risk factors because of it, you know, the altitude, and we live in the high desert, but there's also alcohol consumption involved, and that will lower your beta-carotene levels in your blood, which is an antioxidant which protects you from sun exposure. So that is a clue of what's going to be coming up in the next video, so stay tuned for that. And subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with friends and family, and as always, I'm looking forward to you with the next video. Take care. Michelle with Resilient Radiance.